turn my back to you. Check. 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 1, 2. Check. Check. 1, 2.
Assalamu alaikum and Ramadan Kareem. Good afternoon and welcome to the commencement exercises for the American School of Dubai's graduating class of 2018. The commencement procession is being performed by the ASD Symphonic Band under the direction of Mr. Jason Mott. Please rise as the ASD high school faculty process to open our commencement ceremony this evening, and then remain standing for the graduate processional, which will closely follow the faculty. Please rise. Good afternoon. Dr. Richards, Board of Trustees, Mr. Bondi, General Counsel Malik, distinguished guests, faculty, alumni, parents, family, friends, and most importantly, students. We welcome you to the commencement exercises for the graduating class of 2018. We also have, I believe, a guest appearance today by Sheikh Nayan Mubarak Al Nayan, the Minister of Tolerance and former Minister of Education. Thank you for your presence at our ceremony. Today, in our 51st year as an institution, we celebrate the 145 members of the 25th graduating senior class of ASD. A day like this does not happen without significant effort on the part of many people. Many thank yous are in order, but time only permits the recognition of a few. Mr. Libredo, members of the Board of Trustees, your leadership and support make all that ASD is possible. No single group is more responsible for nurturing the ongoing legacy of our school and the amazing experience that students have while enrolled. Parents, thank you for your years of dedication to the ASD community. Senior moms and our community facilitators have worked to make the year a memorable one for our graduating seniors. Tonight, following the commencement ceremony, we will experience one of the many traditions of our school, a wonderful dinner to honor and celebrate the class of 2018, themed for the observance of the holy month of Ramadan. Faculty, your tireless dedication to the nurture and development of our students is at times a thankless job. Tonight, let me thank you for how you've poured yourselves into our student body. There's no more dedicated group in the world. Parents, you have supported, encouraged, maybe cajoled, and maybe even endured the past 14 years of education. Congratulations for raising such an outstanding group of young women and men. I had to check to make sure they were hearing. Students, your hard work and determination has gotten you to this point and will serve you well in the years to come as you pursue your passion and discover new dreams. I would also like to extend a special thanks to our amazing administrative staff, Yasmin Gaber, Tasneem Ajaj, Julia Marr, Jillian Keel, and Shirley Thompson. The amount of fine detail that you manage is astounding, and we simply cannot function without your service to our school. You truly are the backbone of the school, and we benefit each day from your time and dedication to our students. Ms. Gaber, you have put in untold hours to make this afternoon and this evening possible. Your work for months to make this happen is without complaint. You perform the most humble of service to our school and community, and we are forever thankful. Thank you, Ms. Gaber. To our staff here at ASD, we hold events on campus almost every weekend of the school year, and you are here working behind the scenes to make sure that everything is in place, well lit, clean, manicured, and ready. Then you quietly wait for the events to end so that you can put everything back in place for the next school day to commence. We are indebted to you for your work and dedication to our community. Thank you. Graduates, now to you. Today is the day you've been waiting for. The pinnacle to this point of your life, perhaps. The moment you thought would not come. The moment your teachers have been waiting for, if you consider the last month only. But to think that today is the day might be short-sighted. I think most of the adults in the room might believe that the day is more likely 4 years from now, or even beyond that. And that's not only because they're no longer paying tuition. So what will you be focused on in 4 years? Probably a job, maybe more college, perhaps graduate school. What we do know is that the next 4 years are going to be a lot of fun, as I don't know many people who do not count their years in college or university as some of their best years. I've loved watching the list of experiences and schools that have emerged over the last 6 months. It is an impressive and diverse list, which is the same words I would choose to describe you, the class of 2018. For some of you, the next path is still to be determined. Southern Hemisphere universities, for those of you who don't know, have not yet begun their admissions process in earnest. Some of you have only a few weeks before starting your next adventure, with at least a few of you reporting for university by the end of June. For others, it begins immediately, like your classmate Alex, who cannot be with us today because his dream is beginning immediately. What I know is the vast array of experiences and institution will take you to a place that you cannot even imagine today. Frank Bruni wrote a book, and it is entitled, "Where You Go Is Not Who You Will Be." And he reminds us that in 2014, the top 10 Fortune 500 companies were as follows: Walmart, ExxonMobil, Chevron, Berkshire Hathaway, Apple, Phillips 66, General Motors, Ford Motor Company, General Electric, and Valero Energy. He writes about the experiences in universities that the top executives of these giants of industry attended: University of Arkansas, University of Texas, University of California, Davis, University of Nebraska, Auburn, Texas A&M, Kettering University, University of Kansas, Dartmouth College, University of Missouri, St. Louis. When I look at where you are going from ASD today, it's an equally diverse list of schools and experiences. We are so proud of what you've accomplished to arrive at this place today. But we anticipate with eagerness what you will be doing 4 years from now, or 24 years from now. However, know that the work has only just begun. One of the great women of American society, in my mind, Condoleezza Rice, said this: "I think there's a conceit, a myth, that you can go and sit in a university and things will just come to you. They don't. You have to go and get them." Thomas Friedman wrote 2 columns in the New York Times that went viral. It was a 2-part series entitled "How to Get a Job at Google" and "How to Get a Job at Google Part 2. And he says this: "Google attracts so much talent, it can afford to look beyond traditional metrics like GPA. Beware. Your degree is not a proxy for your ability to do any job." I repeat, your degree is not a proxy for your ability to do any job. He goes on to say, "The world only cares about and pays off on what you can do with what you know. And in an age when innovation is increasingly a group endeavor, it also cares about a lot of soft skills: leadership, humility, collaboration, adaptability, and loving to learn. and relearn. This will be true no matter where you go to work, Thomas Friedman says. Today is a great day of celebration and then what you have worked hard to get to. But it is not the day. Instead, it is a point that you pass as you head to the next 4 years, as you consider where your passions will take you. You are headed in 145 different directions, to universities as different as you are as a class. As you leave ASD, go to the far reaches of the globe, carry our values with you, continue to develop leadership, humility, collaboration, adaptability, and a love of learning. Congratulations, class of 2018. There was a place we were going to do that none of you would have noticed, but that works too. This year we have a duet to deliver our class historian speech. It's a new idea, but we thought these two would be wonderful. Please welcome to the podium Ms. Megan Gupta and Mr. Rohan Roy, class historians for the class of 2018.
The class of 2018 has never been perfect.
We are, and always have been, that class.
That class with a reputation.
That class that raised eyebrows, either in fear or surprise.
That class that made teachers quake in their boots to have us as rising students.
And if 14 years of defying expectations wasn't enough, we couldn't even decide on one class historian.
Through over a decade of growing up together, we, the class of 2018, went through so many experiences. Happy, stressful, heart-wrenching, incredible experiences. Moments that brought us to this very moment right here.
We've conquered our biggest fears. We plunged into the deep end, nervously kissing our parents goodbye on our first trip away from home to Hatta. We spent our final year of elementary adjusting to a completely new part of Dubai. We lost our passports in Greece and laughed on the way home.
We fought hand in hand for what we believed in, whether it was coming together to fight for the right to wear senior hoodies just 3 weeks early, or running alongside the ASD community to fight against cancer. With each other, we knew that absolutely anything was possible.
We've celebrated the little things, finally reaching the finish line after what seemed like years of perseverance. Whether it was a 12-minute mile or a 6-minute mile in PE class, we always found happiness in each other's successes. We've cheered for each other through MESACs, map testings, and musicals.
With each accomplishment, we made each other stronger. We've cried, laughed, smiled, and screamed, and it was all together. Maybe there is more than one type of family. Our direct family, who loved and supported us through years of challenges, and our chosen family at ASD, who shaped who we are today.
A family that is dysfunctional in its own way, beautiful in its own way, and full of the most ardent strength in its own way.
Like any family, it hasn't always been a smooth ride. We've lost friends and found friends, but in the end, no matter how far we separated, we learned from our mistakes and always found our way back home.
It is these oddities that makes any family beautiful, especially ours. We've stumbled through the dark and fought through the expectations that always defied us. We refuse to be defined by the words of others.
There's no doubt that the future is uncertain. We'll face new challenges, fight new battles, and discover new parts of ourselves.
But if there's one thing that we as a class have prepared each other for, it's the unknown.
We're all about to go on completely different paths, and this family may not always be there. But what happens after today doesn't matter, because we'll always remember the family that we grew up with. We'll find pieces of our classmates within ourselves.
We'll find, one day, that this family's ability to deal with the seemingly impossible will remain an integral part of who we are.
We'll notice how our classmates influence the little things, like that sense of humor or the inshallah that'll slip out without us noticing, or our willingness to wear hoodies regardless of how hot it is.
These family traits will live on in every one of us for years to come. And so here we stand today, in front of a group of fervent students who are ready to take on an entirely new set of challenges in the unknown world. Yes, indeed, we are that class. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan and Rohan. As we transition, please welcome the ASD choir under the direction of Miss Adrienne Gerst.
To be ashamed of all my scars.
Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words want to cut me down, gonna send a fire, gonna drown him out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat of drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Oh, 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 oh. I'm meant to be. This is me. Sometimes in our life, we all have pain, we all have sorrow.
But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can carry,
I'm right up the road, I'll share your load. If you just call me, lean on me when you're not strong.
and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, but it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand.
We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand.
We all need somebody to lean on.
Just might have a problem that you understand.
We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Call me when you need a friend. Call me.
Oh baby, just
Call me when you need a friend. Call me.
I'm telling you.
Call me when you need a friend. Call me. Oh baby, just call me when you need a friend. Call me. I'm telling you, call me.
Thank you, Ms. Gerst. Don't know if you'll ever see a choir that enjoys performing more than one that is directed by Ms. Gerst. At this time, we will present a series of senior awards. Each award has special meaning in tonight's ceremony, and you can find the descriptions in each award in your program. We will not take the time to read all of those descriptions in the interest of a 2-hour-long ceremony, so feel free to reference the program for those. Please welcome to the podium the Associate Principal of the high school, Mr. Kevin Braun.
Thank you. We'd like to begin by recognizing a very special group of students. With the transient nature of international schools and the Dubai community, we're very excited to be able to recognize 18 students who began their high school careers in K1 or K2 over at the Jumeirah campus and have attended ASD consecutively for 13 or 14 years. We would like to honor them for their contributions to the ASD community during that time with a small gift from the school. Beginning with the students who started in K1 and have been at ASD for 14 consecutive years, Alyssa Luisi. Layla Laubach. Ashna Shadapuri. Zara Jaff. David Whitlock. Yasmin Moazami. Griffin Sturmer. Sammy McDonald. Isabel McMeechan. Marika Bozeman. Scott Bozeman. Adam Nazari. Ayman Hassan Ali. Shreyan Ramsangani. Lachlan McPherson. Basil Deeb. And Dara Kazaruni. And finally, unable to attend this year's ceremony, but beginning in K1 as well, Rabal Abdul Hadi. Our Distinguished Service Award winner is someone Mr. Murden describes as one of the kindest, most genuinely selfless students I have ever taught. She cares for others and is always ready to stand up for the underdog. She has a lovely disposition and is an absolute joy to teach. She has been described by other teachers as being a wonderful mentor for the younger students at ASD. This is something I certainly appreciate in her, as she has stepped in and supported students in the high school who've needed a friend. No matter what she's doing, she always has time to stop and help others. I was also able to witness this my first week in Dubai, and she may not remember this, but she took the time to engage my two kids in a conversation at the school, at which time they said, "This place really feels like home now." I can't think of a more deserving award winner for the Distinguished Service Award than Marika Bozeman. Our award for international understanding winner is described by one of her teachers as one of the most positive students I have ever met. She is genuinely excited to learn for learning's sake, is intellectually curious, kind, and helpful. She has great empathy for others and embodies the ideals of international understanding. She has a great sense of place wherever she lands and seeks first to learn about others and their culture before sharing her own experiences. I was able to witness her contributions this year to the English for Everyone program, in which high school students tutor workers from our ASD community in English reading and writing skills. Because she is multilingual, she provided a vital piece to the planning and communication with workers. She freely gives up time to support this wonderful initiative on a weekly basis for the past 2 years. Please join me in congratulating this year's Award for International Understanding, Meher Katwani. The Bob Ackerman Award for Excellence in Technology Innovation. Our Bob Ackerman Award for Excellence in Technology Innovation goes to someone who is clearly passionate about art and technology and made it fun to learn. Recently, she wowed faculty with a presentation to K-12 teachers on some things she's been working on in technology with the goal of helping faculty understand how some of these tools could be used in a classroom setting. She is always happy to help students and teachers understand how to use technology and the ways that technology can improve our world. Something I didn't know until this week is art and animation are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to her talents and interests. She makes shoes, works with leather, creates her own pottery, bakes themed cakes, programs computers, reads and creates web comics, and more, all at a very high level. This year's Bob Ackerman Award for Excellence in Technology Innovation goes to Yasmin El-Ansari. This year we have a new award added to the graduation ceremony, the Sikandar Shalwani Senior Business Award. Could I please ask Mr. and Mrs. Shalwani to stand for a moment? Where are they? Seated over here. Just please stay standing for a moment. Mr. Shalwani, or Sikandar as he's known to most of the community, is the business manager at ASD. What some may not know is that Mr. Shalwani has been working for and contributing to the ASD community for 40 years and is retiring this year. We are happy to present this award in his honor. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Shalwani, for your contributions to the ASD community. Thank you. The winner of the inaugural Sikandar Shalwani Senior Business Award goes to an individual who exudes the most salient characteristics of a great business leader: a humble confidence, an open mind, and a strong work ethic, as shared by Miss Mariani. He is a gentleman of first order, as commented as well by Miss Mariani. Mrs. Heath adds he is always interested in how to connect his learning to business. In calculus, he was always interested in the economics and business applications of math. Not only a hard worker in the field of business, but an extremely dedicated and hardworking basketball player as well. This year's Sikandar Shalwani Senior Business Award goes to Mate Dunko. Our salutatorian is recognized as the student who has the second highest average in the senior class. This year's salutatorian produced incredible compositions in music technology studio. He is a hardworking and willing mentor to others in understanding how to use the software when they were struggling. He shows initiative to take on new challenges and always goes above the requirements of any course he takes. It is evident he has a thirst for knowledge. Beyond his effort and ability, he is a kind soul. He is friendly to all of his peers and is a model example of being respectful, yet driven and kind, in and out of the classroom. This year's salutatorian, Mudit Lamba. The 2018 valedictorian is a student who loves learning for the sake of learning. His energy, leadership skills, and his ability to make changes are inspiring. A true researcher, he's not only done research in class, but was our pilot student for a new senior internship course where he conducted medical research in the real world with a team of doctors and was responsible for the writing of the results of that research. His capstone paper, entitled W is for Wasta, a grounded theory for the relationship between language and culture, was recently accepted to the Arabic Language, Literature, and Culture Journal. He also studied in Jordan to improve his Arabic over the summer, all from his own inner drive to learn, give back, and improve himself. A student who truly embodies what learning is all about and a true ambassador for the American School of Dubai. Please join me in welcoming, to address the class of 2018, this year's valedictorian, Mr. Zach Genio.
Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, half of Dubai, and of course, my fellow graduates. My name is Zach Genio, and I would like to say that this is a huge, huge honor for you all to be listening to me. Throughout the year, we've discussed different topics, like leaving our legacy, saying thank you, celebrating successes yet acknowledging failures, and the relationship between regret and opportunity. But today, I want to talk about the future. More importantly, about how we're ready for the future. You know those times when you're listening to music and the lyrics just really hit home. Well, the other day, I was listening to this beautifully written song called Bodak Yellow, and I kind of just wanted to break down some of the lyrics with you all. At one point, it says, "Look, I don't dance now, I make money moves." And although I almost failed AP Literature a couple times this year, it's pretty obvious that this is a metaphor for the class of 2018. See, when Mrs. Cardi B says dance, she's obviously referring to high school learning and education. But when she explains that she now makes money moves, she is referring to life after high school and the great successes that follow. Now here's the deeper element. The only reason one would be able to make money moves is if they are able to dance first, which is the exact same for us. We are able to go out into the world and succeed because we have been very well prepared throughout high school. Mrs. Cardi B would not lie to us. As a good friend once told me, it is better to look at life 1/4 full than 3/4 empty. And that's the best way to look at our growth throughout high school. Although there were bumps along the road, we survived puberty and facial acne. So we can survive anything. So trust me when I say the future will not be able to topple us because we've danced and survived worse. And about that future, it's going to be bright. And I just hope that we carry with us the same big dreams we hold now. You know, it's very simple. You can't put a large pizza in a small pizza box. Similarly, you can't put a large, full life in a small dream box. So go big. The upgrade from a small to large pizza at Pizza Express is only like 20 dirham, so why not go big? And in the words of Disney's Brave, if you had the chance to change your fate, would you? So go ahead and change your fate. I love asking little kids what they want to be when they grow up because I'm still looking for ideas and they always dream big. Back in middle school, 6th grade Zach wanted to be a weatherman for the local news station. I thought, hey, I love meteorology and I love acting, so it should be a perfect fit. So on a walk around the neighborhood with my mother, I said, "Mom, I think I want to be a weatherman." And my mom looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Zach, no son of mine is going to be a weatherman. Doctor, lawyer, engineer, pick one." And just like that, I was set on my road to be one of the three. But now don't get me wrong, the world needs meteorologists so that people don't bring an umbrella because it's supposed to be partly cloudy, yet it becomes monsoon season by 2 p.m., but I was pigeonholing myself into such a small niche that I didn't even realize. I was, if you may, forcing a large pizza into a small box. So thank you, Mom, for crushing my dreams in 6th grade. Because now I've got bigger dreams. So parents, crush your kids' dreams. Because you all know what we're capable of, and because you raised us. And fellow graduates, remember to keep those dreams big, as they will guide your future journey. I wanted to read you all a little something today in English that I think will resonate with all of us, because it kind of touches upon how we overcome challenges in the future. Plus, it's a picture book. Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss, which is a good fit because we have the combined reading level of about a 4th grader. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. The pictures are the best part. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the guy who'll decide where to go. Okay, there's not enough time to read it all. But, in summary, it basically talks about how through the lows in life, we can overcome obstacles if we stay determined, persistent, and proceed with confidence. So what are we waiting for? Today is our day, where we step out into the world and are able to go and do great things. And although there are going to be roadblocks on our road to success, we have the money moves necessary to keep pushing forward with strength and courage. Class of 2018, Andrew Bernard said it best. I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you actually left them. So, my final words to the amazing men and women sitting behind me, I wish you all many slices in your future. I would say go out and do amazing things, but I already know that you all will. And if you weren't really paying attention to what I've been saying, just remember this. We are ready for our big, bright future. So dream big and face every hurdle and roadblock with courage. I'm excited to see the places we go. So, one last time, thank you.
Zach, thank you for that reminder to step out into the world and to make a difference. And don't be afraid to challenge yourself and to think big and to think outside of the box and even get a bigger box. I want to especially thank you for the hard work and dedications that you displayed in your service as president of our Student Government Association and, of course, as class valedictorian. Thank you, Zach. We now have 2 awards from our Creative Arts Department, and would you please welcome to the podium the chair of the Creative Arts Department, Mr. Phil Ridley.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 7th inning stretch. This is a participation award. I'd ask that you raise your hands if you answer yes to any of these questions. How many of you have played the piano this year? How many of you have completed 5 paintings this year? How many of you have Irish and tap dance across our stage? How many of you have been in 3 ASD theatrical productions? And how many of you can play all the percussion instruments, in particular, the xylophone? Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one person, and that person is behind me. She does it in a humble way, in a kind way, and a professional way. Our high school senior arts award goes to Layla Lawback. Dale House Waldock was a high school art teacher, loved here and around the world. Sadly, we lost her in 2002. This award, in her name, goes to a student who is entirely creative, willing to take risks, and filled with interpretations for her peers and thinking in new directions. She is full of energy, passion, and talent. Because of her humble demeanor, she will not be expecting this award. If you've ever had the chance to chat with her, you will see that she really cares about others. She is not afraid to fail. In and outside of the art room, she helps students struggling and offers help whenever necessary. And without a doubt, she has a positive impact on people. Our award recipient is leads by example, and she's heading off to Savannah College of Art and Design. It is our distinct pleasure and privilege to present the Dale House Waldock Award to Yasmin Alansari.
Thank you, Mr. Ridley. And now for our two athletic awards. Please welcome to the stage our Director of Athletics, Mr. Mark Bischini.
Good afternoon, graduates, parents, administration, faculty, and friends. It is both an honor and a privilege to present our annual Memorial Awards on behalf of the ASD Athletics Department. The two plaques presented today will be given to exceptional student athletes whose character, dedication, commitment, leadership, and contributions to our program stemmed far beyond the playing services, and much like the names attached to these awards, their mark on our school and our athletics program will not be forgotten. I will begin by presenting the Mike Ross Award. This year's recipient emulates what the Mike Ross Award stands for: integrity, compassion, character, leadership, and a strong commitment to the ASD athletics program. During her tenure at ASD, this year's recipient has been a multiple three-sport athlete. She was the captain of this year's championship-winning swim team, as well as captaining the varsity soccer and track and field teams at the MESAC Championships. She was recognized with the Coaches Award for her exemplary leadership during the swim season, and quite fittingly, she was awarded the Mike Ross Superlative Award during the track and field season. We look forward to having her join our program next year as a Junior Falcons coach, just before she heads off to university in January. Please join me in congratulating this year's Mike Ross Award winner, Marika Bosman. I now have the pleasure of presenting the annual Megan Garrison Athletic Award. This award is given in memory of Megan, an ASD student from 1994 to 1995, who was highly involved in athletics at the American School of Dubai. This year's recipient is an outstanding male student athlete who has demonstrated great work ethic, shown fantastic sportsmanship, and has been a dedicated member of the ASD High School Athletics Program for the past 5 years. He was a pivotal member of the varsity volleyball, varsity basketball, and varsity baseball championship winning teams, as well as serving as captain of the varsity basketball and varsity baseball teams. He was awarded the Coaches Award during the basketball season and Most Valuable Player during the baseball season, as well as being recognized as the Varsity Male Athlete of the Year this past spring. Not only has his student leadership influence been felt on the courts and fields, this year he also served as athletic liaison with the Varsity Club Council leadership team, working closely with the athletics office and high school office to be the voice for ASD student athletes. He will definitely be missed next year, but I look forward to following his college career as he embarks on a new journey to play baseball at Sacramento State University. Please join me in congratulating this year's Megan Garrison Athletic Award winner, Mr. Sean Feketa.
Thank you, Mr. Buschini. We have a guest this evening, representative from the U.S. Embassy, that is here on behalf of the U.S. Ambassador to make our Ambassador's Award for Academic Excellence. Stephen C. Bondi assumed his present duties as Charge d'Affaires in March of this year. Previously, he served as Deputy Chief of Mission at the U.S. Embassy in Abu Dhabi and also for the Consulate General here in Dubai. He arrived in Abu Dhabi in September of 2017, following a tour as the Assistant Chief of Mission at the U.S. Embassy in Kabul, where he focused on security, law enforcement, assistance, and operations. From 2013 to 16, Mr. Bondi served as the Foreign Policy Advisor to the Commanding General of the U.S. Special Forces Operations Command. Prior to that, Mr. Bondi was the U.S. State Department Director for Arabian Peninsula Affairs. 2009 and 10, he served in Iraq as the sole civilian agency representative with the Forces Strategic Engagement Cell of the United States Forces Iraq. In addition, Mr. Bondi has served in various diplomatic capacities in Bahrain, Egypt, Jordan, and Turkey, dating back to 1992. Mr. Bondi is a member of the Senior Foreign Service. He has received several State Department Superior Honor Awards and the Department of Defense Joint Civilian Service Commendation Award. He was recognized by the State Department Senior Foreign Policy Advisor of the Year in 2016. Mr. Bondi is a native of New Jersey with a bachelor's and master's degrees from University of Delaware. He speaks Arabic and French and studied Farsi, Turkish, and Spanish. Mr. Bondi and his wife Megan are the proud parents of a daughter and a son. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Stephen Bondi.
Good afternoon. I barely recognize myself from that introduction. Thank you. It is truly an honor to be here today to celebrate this momentous occasion, and congratulations to the class of 2018. Go Falcons. This special award is presented to the outstanding academic student in the class of 2018. To qualify for this award, the student must have received an honor roll certificate and have exhibited the following character traits: leadership, positive attitude, courtesy, respect for others, and integrity. The selection of the successful candidate is made by the faculty and school administration. The recipient is described by her teachers as a class leader who excels in deeply understanding the works of the class studies. She's described as self-motivated, mature beyond her years, and a positive contributor to innumerable aspects of the school. She impresses with her ability to think deeply about a topic, even in another language. She is self-motivated, mature beyond her years, and contributes positively to innumerable aspects of the school. The Ambassador's Award for Academic Excellence goes to Layla Loback.
Please step over right in front of this sign. There you go. It's a great honor to introduce our commencement speaker. I didn't think our teachers were going to get to sit down because everybody wanted to greet Eric as they came by. This was the worst kept secret in Dubai, I think because Mrs. Gott emailed a parent that they were coming. And we never really made an announcement to the class, and so I think they all knew. But they were thrilled. A student said to me as we were going through the process of selecting somebody to speak, and we have a wide range of people, but there was a lot of energy for Mr. Eric Gott. And one girl beamed, "I never even had him, and that would be awesome." Mr. Eric Gott's career in education spans 35 years in Utah and in Colorado, and also here in Dubai. He's a math teacher at ASD from 2014 to 17, where he taught geometry and AP statistics, and he coached our MESAC champion golf team. He's taught mathematics at the middle, high school, and college level, and he's been a teacher of teachers, teaching colleges in the past 12 years. Mr. Gott, his wife Cherry, their two chihuahuas, Zeus and Hercules, make their home in Centennial, Colorado, but have spent the last year teaching and living near their 3 granddaughters and 9 of their 10 grandchildren in Bountiful, Utah. They have very fond memories of their time here at ASD, especially of the people, the faculty, staff, parents, and the best students in the world, according to Mr. Gott. Mr. and Mrs. Gott agree that their lives have been changed for the better, having served in and been served by the ASD community for these past 3 years. They will continue their career next year within the MESAC conference in New Delhi, so we will get to see him some more. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Eric Gott.
Thank you, sir. Does it work? Does it work? Yeah. You guys are beautiful, and you guys are handsome, you know that. So I'm supposed to be speaking to them. I will turn around from time to time. I am speaking from the heart. That's why I brought my notes today. To be honest, I'm a very emotional person, and I think if I read, I'll have a better chance of getting through this. First of all, do you know how great it is to be back? Cherry and I are so happy to be here 8,000 miles from home, to be with you celebrating these incredible graduates. I'd also like to thank our speakers. We've been well taught. Megan and Rohan and Zach, well taught. Thank you for your words, but more for your example and the lives that you guys have chosen to live. I have a couple of bookkeeping items I need to take care of. First of all, I'll look this way. To all the faculty and staff and those who are going to be leaving ASD at this point, thank you so much for your selfless service, all you've done for the students in the community and for me. Thank you so much. That said, how in the world can you leave this place? I mean, who in the world would ever get up and leave this place? Oh yeah, me. Now, I've had a problem with this class for a long time. Let me share it with you. Your freshman year, I had several of you in my class, my geometry class, and you had a certain Mr. Beams for 8th grade math. Do you remember? Well, I want you to know Mr. Beams sends his very best to you from Argentina. He wishes you his best. I knew you had Mr. Beams as a teacher because every single day I heard about Mr. Beams and Mr. Beams and Mr. Beams this and Mr. Beams that. And the girls, it was like this, "Oh, Mr. Beams. Oh, Mr. Beams," with a big smile. Well, I was sick of Mr. Beams. I just want you to know that Mr. Beams sends his best to you from Argentina, and I am here. I need your help. Seniors, I need your help. This part I better get through. 40 years ago, last month, I married the most beautiful woman in the world. Way over my head. And I'd like to make something really special tonight, special memory. So when I say 3, would you say happy anniversary, Mrs. Gott? Mr. Gott is the luckiest person in the world. Okay? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Happy anniversary, Mrs. Gott. Mr. Gott is the luckiest man.
Thank you. Thank you. Would you guys hold her down, please? I am in real big trouble now. She told me not to ever say anything about her, and I went against her. My wife is very wise. She's reminded me that no one will ever remember what I have to say today. Nobody does. So I should just relax and not take myself too seriously. However, I also know I'm pretty much the only thing standing between you and your diplomas. So enjoy the next 90 minutes that you'll never get back. Page 2. Since you'll probably remember nothing that I say tonight, can I just say this? I came here to ASD, honestly, to change hearts and to change lives, and you have changed mine. Thank you so much. Two years ago, I gave Emily Yu, ASD's valedictorian that year, I gave her some sage advice. I said, when you're talking, smile, pause, and just think, this is wonderful, isn't it? Aren't you enjoying speaking to all these people? I'd like to do the same thing right now. I'm going to borrow from our mindfulness expert, Mr. Cattell. Take a look around you. Look at this beautiful venue. This is a gymnasium. Look what's been done for you to honor you. Find your parents in the audience. Do you see how proud they are of you? Do you see the smiles? Are there any tears yet? Now look around you in this sea of red. Look for your friends. Look at the other ones who've made this journey with you. Look how beautiful and handsome you look tonight. Almost regal. How does it feel about to graduate? Drench yourself in the warm glow of this blessed evening together. Let it wash over you. Never forget this moment. Guess what? Things will never be like this again. Let that sobering reality soak in as well. Most of you are going away very soon to college, the military, a gap year, whatever exciting adventure. Get ready for change. Terry Pratchett counseled us when he said, why do you go away? So that you can come back. So that you can see the place you came from with new eyes and extra colors. And the people there see you differently too. Coming back to where you started is not the same as leaving. Think about that. So go away, fly Falcons, create a new comfort zone, plant yourself in a new environment and thrive. Become, just like Ron Burgundy himself, kind of a big deal. Promise to return often and notice for yourself how much things really do change. So, class of 2018, how do you feel about change? Change is hard. It's going to happen whether you're ready or not, but you have control of change, either to change proactively for the better or to allow life's challenges to change you for the worse. N.R. Murphy said, growth is painful, change is painful, but nothing is as painful as staying stuck where you do not belong. You do not belong here anymore after today. Class of 2018, don't get stuck. Don't ever get stuck. Here's a news flash. When you arrive at your college or university this fall, you're going to find students with the exact same stellar academic resumes as you. On paper, you'll look very similar. So what is it that will distinguish you from them? I suggest it's not your resume or transcript, not even your very good looks, and not the number of friends on Facebook. By the way, a lot of you show up on my Instagram, and I don't know how to stop that. In fact, it's nothing on the surface at all. It's something deep that's been swelling inside you the past 18 years, ready to explode and burst out at any second. It's not what you've done, it's what you are and what you are becoming. I feel impressed to lay down a challenge at your feet tonight, to throw down the gauntlet, to borrow the title of a Broadway musical. I love you, you're perfect, now change. For 3 years, I watched you and took careful notes. I made a short list of good life habits that I learned from you, the class of 2018. Parents, one more time, I learned this from them. To some of you, this will be a reminder to keep it up. To others, it'll be a wake-up call to get it in gear. Either way, pick one of these 6 habits to develop. These are hard things. I'm going to ask of you because they may require change, but I know the class of 2018 can do hard things. Number 1, step out of the center of your life. Make room for others in the spotlight. No doubt, you are the hero of your life story. But even heroes have co-stars. I promise you will get everything you want in life if you help others get what they want in life. It's the arithmetic, it's math, it's the arithmetic of selflessness. When you subtract the negative, what happens? You're positive. Yes, the value gets greater. When you give away something you don't need or really doesn't belong to you, your value goes up as well. Don't think less of yourself. Think of yourself less. And I learned that from you. Number 2, practice kindness and compassion. In my mind, niceness is not kindness. Niceness can come with strings, like if you give me that, I'll be your best friend. Kindness is sustained, it's genuine, it doesn't require reciprocity, it feels good on both sides, it's deep. My wife has this quote in our house positioned perfectly so that I see it every single day. It says, "Resolve to be tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant with the weak and wrong. Sometime in your life, you will have been all of these." Let me read that again. Young, aged, striving, weak, and wrong. Practice kindness and compassion and do it often. And I learned that from you. Number 3, judge not and listen. Stephen Covey said, we judge others by their behavior, but we judge ourselves by our intentions. When you're dealing with all of God's immortal creations, give them the total respect that they deserve. Imagine if you could replace judgment with awe. Look people in their eyes. Yes. Look in people's eyes and listen intently as if there's something you could learn. In one of his talks, Simon Sinek tells a story about a friend of his that's a 3-star general in the Marine Corps. And he has a little test for leadership. All it is this. When he watches somebody ask somebody how they are, that person sticks around and is interested in the response. I think we have a lot of leaders in this class. Caring to listen may change your perspective, your understanding of why people act the way they do, and also serve to grow your leadership skills. Then, maybe you'll want to ask a second question. Imagine that, and I learned this from you. Number 4, stand for something. Establish your own personal non-negotiables, principles or standards that you will not compromise. Of course, it's possible to have standards and principles and still be lovable. You can disagree without being disagreeable. And if friends fault you for convictions or standards, perhaps they really weren't friends in the first place. Winston Churchill said, "You have enemies, good. That just means you stood up for something sometime in your life." Are you ready, willing, and able to take a stand, even if you have to stand alone? In a time and place where people on opposite sides of political, gender, ethnic, religious, and philosophical issues are so divided, and strife is found in every corner of the world, including the family, how cool would it be to see all of you graduates standing for love, for tolerance, for equity, and for each other? If not you, then who? And if now, not now, when? And I learned that from you. Number 5, live a life of gratitude. Make every day a happy Thanksgiving. Practice it, perfect it. Make it part of your daily routine. Not just when you have life by the tail, but when challenges and struggles in life hit you hard. And they will. Class of 2018, you will find that challenges and struggles are no respecter of persons. In fact, Jeffrey Holland said, expecting to live a trouble-free life just because you're a good person is like expecting that bull not to charge because you're a vegetarian. I promise that practicing gratitude will change your life. It will extend it and add happiness and value to it. Want to distinguish yourself from others? Practice gratitude. And by the way, you'll have plenty of opportunities to do that before this night is over. Did you all hear that? Where's Rohan? Rohan, will you stand up, please? Let everybody see your beautiful face. I really had a hard time with this because I wanted to talk about every one of you individually. So picking one person out was difficult. I want you all to put your face and body into that handsome person right there, as if I'm speaking to you. Practicing gratitude can change others as well. Rohan was in that freshman geometry class. Early in the year, I was still trying to get used to Dubai. I had just finished another brilliant lecture in class and received another standing ovation, like I constantly did. The bell rang, and you all walked out of class, except one person came up behind me and said, "Mr. Gott," and I turned around, and it's Rohan. I'm looking right in his beautiful eyes, which were down there at the time, and he said, "Thank you." And I said, "For what?" And he said the following: "Thank you for teaching us today." Now, I've been thanked many times, usually for stop talking and for letting my students out early, but I've not been thanked for just teaching. So I've taught for over 30 years, and I did something that day I never do. I went home and told my wife about school. I usually don't share the day with her and the interaction that I had with Rohan. Sometimes, Rohan, when you practice gratitude, it changes others. That day, Rohan, you inspired a fat, old, ugly math teacher to be a better teacher. And I committed that day to do the much better job I've ever done before. Thanks to you. All of you guys. I've been inspired by this group ever since, and I learned that from you. Finally, number 6, perseverance with patience. What do you do when you don't know what to do? Happens all the time, doesn't it? Especially in your favorite class, math. Math is fun when it's easy, isn't it? But what's the good in easy? Where's the growth? Where's the development? Where's the changing of your brain and your mind? Listen to this quote by Wendell Berry. When we no longer know what to do, we have come to our real work. When we no longer know which way to go, we've begun our real journey. The mind that is not baffled is not employed. The impeded stream is the one that sings. I hope there's a lot of singing in your life. Practice perseverance with patience. Patience is not a passive word. Patience is active. I have a new definition for you that I really love about patience. Prolonged obedience. Practice patience by doing what you should do repeatedly until whatever it is you're waiting for comes to pass. Class of 2018, we love you. You're perfect. Please change. For those who haven't begun to change yet, they say the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. In your case, 18 years ago. The second best time is now. My last story. You know, this wasn't that bad. This wasn't that bad. I could go on another 30 minutes. Some turkeys. Where is Sammy and where is Kostub? Stand up, you two. Oh, it's perfect. Perfect. Okay. Okay, Sammy, you be the turkey. Kostub, you're the eagles, okay? And when you feel like it, just kind of make those flying motions, okay? Some turkeys decided they wanted to learn to fly. Beautiful. So they signed up for lessons at an eagle flying school. After a few lessons, they were flying just like the eagles. On graduation day, all the turkeys' friends and families arrived to see the turkeys fly. They climbed, they soared, they dove, they did tricks, and finally they landed safely. Cheered on by their adoring fans, each of the turkeys received a graduation certificate from the Eagle Flying School, and then they walked home. Thank you, guys. After learning to fly, they walked home. How soon they had forgotten. Real change is permanent. It's transforming. There's no desire to return to your former self. Once an eagle or a falcon, always an eagle, right? Real change can be hard to see in yourself in the short run, just like probability stat students in the long run. Like a sunrise, change is gradual, almost imperceptible. But soon the glory of the person you have become will be as the noonday sun. And it will definitely be noticed by others. Real change is not an event, but a process. It's not about intensity, but consistency. It will be a solitary personal battle waged every day of your life. And I promise it'll be worth it. I think Shakespeare had it wrong. Yes, me questioning Shakespeare. He said to be or not to be, that is the question. I think he meant to become or not to become. That is the question. Becoming is also the answer. Becoming is what always sets you apart, and becoming takes change. Of course, as Gandhi said, speaking about this class right here, the class of 2018, be the change you want to see in the world. My hopes for each of you are two words: better tomorrow. Better tomorrow. Better tomorrow. Finally, as you can tell by my high cheekbones, I am part Cherokee Indian. I want to share a Native American proverb that is my favorite. When you were born, you cried and the world rejoiced. Live the kind of life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. I cannot tell you how much I love and appreciate every single one of you in here. Please let us be part of your lives. You've got graduation, you've got, believe it or not, marriage and kids and jobs and stuff like that. I plan to live at least 50 more years. We'd like to be part of that. Thank you so much for inviting us to come. We love you, class of 2018.
Thank you, Eric. I said to the class, we're getting really close, guys. Just hang in there. It's a time-honored tradition that a member of the ASD Board of Trustees deliver congratulatory remarks to the graduating class. So please welcome to the stage the chairman of the ASD Board of Trustees, Mr. Joe Libredo.
I promise to keep it short. Good afternoon, everyone. It is an absolute pleasure to be here to speak to you, Zach, and everybody else. Thank you, Dr. Lever, and thank you to your team, and especially to Yasmin Gabber for organizing the ceremony today. Absolutely beautiful, and as always, extremely well done. Thank you, Yasmin. We're grateful for the ongoing support from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and the Maktoum family. They have been generous and strong supporters of the ASD community for over 50 years, and without their support, we wouldn't be here today. If you don't mind, I would like the teachers who are here today to stand up. Would you do that, please? Graduates, give these guys a massive round of applause. These are the people that day in and day out help shape our students to be into the unique and special people we see in front of us. Graduates, you're academically prepared, you're socially responsible, and you're ethically grounded. We're very proud of you, and we look forward to hearing of your many, many accomplishments in the future. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the entire ASD community, congratulations and good luck, class of 2018.
Thank you, Mr. Libredo. It gives me great honor to bring to the stage the counselors of the American School of Dubai to assist in the presentation of diplomas. Mr. Matthew Beck, Mrs. Megan Brook, Mr. Rob Harold, and Mr. Matthew Tadelman. Also joining me on stage, ASD Superintendent Dr. Paul Richards, Mr. Joe Libredo, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Kevin Braun, Associate Principal of the high school, to also greet the graduates as they come across.
Ayman Abbas. Ayman would like to thank her friends and family, especially her mom, for everything she's done. Basil Abbasi. Basil will be attending Arizona State University. Danya Abdallah. Danya would like to thank her family for their endless love and support. Hannah Iman Abid. Hannah would like to thank her family and friends for their endless support and love throughout these years. Basim Abul Hossein. Basim will be attending UC Davis to major in computer engineering. Harshit Agarwal. Harshit would like to thank his friends and family for always being there for him. Leo Akers. Leo would like to thank his parents for their love and support and all his teachers for their lessons they gave him beyond academia. Walid Al-Battar. Walid will be attending George Washington University in Washington, D.C. Zina Al-Husseini. Zina would like to thank her friends and most importantly her family for their unconditional love and support. Rania Al-Humaidi. To her family, words cannot describe how thankful she is. Sarah Isam Al-Umani. Sarah would like to thank her parents, family, and friends for their incredible amount of support they have shown. Yasmin Al-Ansari. Yasmin would like to thank her parents and teachers for always supporting her interests. Zaid Ali. When I started senior year, I was convinced senioritis wouldn't affect me. Fast forward today, and I couldn't even think of a graduation quote. Yusur Al-Rawi. Yusur would like to thank everyone in his life for making all of this possible. Malek Ali. Malek would like to thank her family and friends for their endless love and support. Jumana Anabtawi. Jumana would like to thank her family and friends and of course follow her at Real Paints. Maya Anis. Maya would like to thank her wonderful parents for everything that they have done and to her siblings for putting up with her. Ahad Anjum Sadakat. Ahad would like to thank his friends for all the great memories they have shared and thank his family for supporting him throughout his life. Gayatri Babel. Gayatri would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers for their continuous support throughout the past few years. Luke Bancroft. Luke will be attending American University in Washington, D.C. Yasmin Barbas. Yasmin would like to thank her incredible parents and brother Edouard.
Marika Bossman. Scott Bossman. Georgia Camille Boston. Landon Fellows Brown. Mohammed Hamza Butt. Haredi Shabria. Carson Emily Cook. Ian Das. Ian would like to thank his parents for supporting him and the late Stephen Bagar for inspiring him. Sorry. Lucas Alexander DeFresca. Lucas would like to thank his family for always being around and to the boys for always having his back. Calissa Toy DeCock. Calissa would like to sincerely thank her family and friends for their continuous love and support. Camille Destromo. Camille says, bless up. Basil Dibb. Basil would like to thank all his family and friends for their unconditional love and support. Hannah Jane Duquette. Hannah would like to thank her parents for their endless support. Jasmine Dumasia. Jasmine will be attending Purdue University next year. Mata Dunko. Mata would like to say, Mom and Dad, what did I do to deserve you? Caroline Erickson. Caroline would like to thank her parents and her friends that have shaped her over the years. Evelina Carmela Exposito. Ava will be attending McGill University. Sean Vekata would like to thank his family for helping him reach his dream of playing Division I baseball next year at Sacramento State University. He will miss you all. Chloe Sue Fulmer. Chloe would like to thank her parents and sister, little brother for all the memes and will miss them a ton next year. Ali Gama. Ali would like to thank his parents for sticking with him through the hard times. Also, shout out to his boy, Ham Slice, for coming all the way from LA. Sarah Gargash. Sarah would like to thank her mom and dad for their love and support. Sarah Gaudreau. Sarah will be attending McGill University in Montreal. Crystal Go Rodding. Crystal's dad once said to her, try not to have regrets because we do what we can with the knowledge we have in the moment. Angelique Gordon. Angelique would like to thank her parents and friends for their endless support. Megan Gupta. Megan would like to thank her family and her chosen family at ASD for their unconditional love and guidance. Sharif Hafar. Sharif would like to thank his family for their love and support. Fez Hyder. Fez submitted this quote, "Those who danced were considered insane by those who could not hear the music." Mara Halaby. Mara would like to thank parents and siblings for their endless support and her closest friends for always believing in her. Dawood Hamid. Dawood would be attending Texas A&M University. Yasmin Hamwi. Yasmin would like to thank her parents for their undying love and support and her friends for making her 4 years at ASD the best ones yet. F.A. Harman Kaya. F.A. will be attending Concordia University in Montreal. Ayman Hassanali. Ayman would like to thank her friends and family for 14 amazing years. Amaya Hijazi. Amaya would like to thank her friends and family for all their love and support. Omar Hanadi. Omar will be continuing his academic and baseball career at Trinity University. May Harani. May would like to thank her friends and support for their endless support. Nicholas Harris Hurst. Nicholas will be attending and playing baseball at Ohlone College.
Zara Jaff. Zara will be attending the University of Miami. Frank Zachary Ginio. Zach will be attending North Carolina State University. Christina Gisto. Christina will be attending Franklin University, Switzerland. Armand Kapadia. Armand wants to take this moment to thank his friends, teachers, family for making him who he is today. Dara Kazaruni. Dara will be attending the University of Colorado, Boulder. David T. Kendrick. David will be attending George Mason University. Aiden Montgomery Kennedy. Aiden will be attending the University of Colorado, Boulder. Sophie Kalaf. Sophie will be attending Northeastern University. Noor Halil. Noor would like to thank her wonderful family and friends for always supporting her and standing by her side. Hamza Ali Khan. Hamza would like to give a shout out to his parents. Rania Khan. Rania will be attending Parsons School of Design. Meher Katwani. Meher will be attending Tufts University. Carlo Huri. Carlo would like to thank his mom and dad, his sister, for all the love and support, Raleigh, his big brother, and the rest of the family. I love you all, and I can't wait to make you proud. Alexander Corey. Alex would like to thank his parents, friends, and teachers. Thank you for everything. Mudit Lamba. Mudit would like to thank his parents for being the reason for his success. Layla Eileen Laubach. Layla will be attending Rice University. Louis LaRue. Louis will be attending Rutgers University. Joshua Leary. Josh would like to thank his parents, family, and friends. He loves you all. Hayden Lever. Hayden would like to thank his family, friends, and teachers for all the love and support. Gary Liu. Gary would like to thank his mama. He owes it all to you. Alyssa Lucy. Mom, Dad, Amaya, I'm going to miss you so much. Thank you for everything. Emma Long. Emma has a quote from Lin-Manuel Miranda, "Life changes, we hang on as tight as we can, but it changes anyway." Lachlan McPherson. Lachlan will be attending Queen's University. Arjun Mata. Yasmin Matar. Yasmin will be attending the George Washington University this fall. Alistair McCartan. Alistair will be attending the University of Ottawa and wants to say a special thank you to family, friends, and teachers. Sammy McDonald. Sammy will be attending Hofstra University in New York. Isabel Alexine McMecken. Isabel will be attending York University. James McNeil. James would like to thank his mom, dad, and siblings, Thomas and Lucy, all for being so caring and sharing their happiness with him. Ibrahim Walid Michalawi. A quote from Maya Angelou, "Life's mission isn't just to survive, but to thrive." Akash Mishra. Akash would like to thank his mom, his dad, Asta, for their unconditional love, support, and friendship. Yasmin Mozami. Yasmin would like to thank her family for always supporting her. Rachel Malloy. Rachel will be attending IE University in Madrid, Spain. Mariam Morad. Mariam would like to thank her family and friends for always being by her side. Celine Musa. Celine will be attending the University of Toronto. Faison Ratiza. Faison's quote, "Being dissatisfied with your current level doesn't make you a liability. Doing nothing about it does." Vignesh Nair. Vignesh will be attending the University of Colorado, Boulder. Natasha Najam. Natasha would like to thank her family and friends for all their unconditional love and support. Kenji Nakajima. Kenji would like to thank his family for getting him this far. Luca Nasrallah. Luca would like to give a very special thank you to his parents. Suyash Nath. Suyash would like to thank his family and friends for all the love and support. Adam Nazari. Adam would like to thank his friends and family for all their support. Pia Oberoi. Pia will be attending Wesleyan University. Jita Oj. Jita would like to say thank you to her mom, Sam, Locus. You guys are the best. Mateus Oliveira. Mateus will be attending Erasmus University College in the Netherlands. Salem Owejan. Salem would like to thank his family and friends for being there with him every step of the way. Zara Owais. Zara would like to send big love to her family and friends. She could not have made it here without you.
Shreyan Ramsinghani. Shreyan will be attending John Molson School of Business at Concordia University. Mikhail Rashid. Mikhail will be attending the School of Rotman Commerce at the University of Toronto. Kastub Ray. Kastub would like to thank his family, friends, and teachers for their endless love and support. Kian Razavi. Kian would like to thank his friends and family for their unconditional love and support. Rohan Roy. Rohan would like to thank his parents and grandparents for their undying support. He will miss home. Faye Sahyun. Faye will be attending McGill University next year. Khalid Wada Salah. Khalid would like to thank his mom, dad, and his friends. He couldn't have done it without you. You will always be in his heart. Anis Salam. If you are doing what everyone else is doing, you're doing it wrong. Omar Salam. Omar would like to thank his family and his family for always supporting him and believing in him. Amrutha Santosh Kumar. Amrutha would like to thank her family for their unconditional love and endless support. Leah Shabi. Leah will be attending the University of Houston. Ashna Shadadpuri. Ashna would like to thank her family and friends for always supporting her. Manan Sharma. Manan would like to thank his parents for always being by his side. Reem Shader. Reem will be attending Temple University next year. Hannah Shelbaya. Hannah would like to send her endless love to all her friends and family for whom she could not have done it without them. Anushe Sheikh. Anushe is so gosh darn lucky to be the daughter of two incredible humans. Her living legends, champs, heroes, and best friends. Thank you for never compromising. Jonathan Shipcott. Jonathan will be attending Carleton University in Ottawa, Canada. Hashim Shubar. Hashim would like to thank his family and friends for all of their support. Anya Singh. Anya will be attending the University of Southern California. Kian Sorabi. Kian would like to thank his parents for their never-ending support. Jordan Sosensky. Jordan would like to thank his friends and family for always being there for him. Mackenzie Spinks. Mackenzie is extremely grateful for the endless support she's received from Dr. Lever, her family, and friends to be a part of ASD's graduating class of 2018. Griffin Patrick George Sturmer. Griffin would like to thank his mom, dad, Cooper, and Flora. Mohammed Othman Suleiman. Mohammed would like to thank ASD for a great 5 years and all the wonderful memories he's made. Rajat Thakur. Rajat would like to thank his mom, dad, Dem, and the rest of the fam for getting him here. Roma Trivedi. Roma would like to thank her mom, dad, Ela, Bobby, Coco, and everyone else for helping her through all the ups and downs of the past 4 years. Sarah Trogan. Sarah would like to thank her family for their unconditional love and support. Owen Charles Tulos. Owen would like to thank his grandparents for coming all the way from Florida to watch him graduate. Yash Varapalli. Yash would like to thank his parents for always having his back. David Whitlock. David would like to thank his parents for their love and support. Talal Widatala. Talal would like to thank his mom and dad for the sacrifices they have made to provide a better life for him. Tyler Willen. Tyler will be attending the University of Virginia. Genje Yalchin. Genje will be attending Virginia Tech next year. Zachary Yengelalp. Zach would like to thank his friends and family for supporting him throughout his journey. Atinch Yilmaz. Atinch would like to thank his friends and family for everything. Hongju Yoon. Hongju wants to thank her parents and friends for always being there for her. Minsik Yoon. Minsik would like to thank his family and friends for always supporting him. Inigo Iturralde Caravid. Inigo would like to thank his mom for her never-ending support. He may not be the best at expressing it, but you are his rock. Laura Zenny. Believe you can, and you're halfway there.
Last year, to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the American School of Dubai, the alma mater was commissioned. In this, our 51st year as a school, celebrating the 25th graduating class, join the ASD seniors and choir in singing the alma mater. Please find the words in the back of your program, and if you could, at the conclusion, if you could remain standing. Please stand.
Shores and from different lands, we came to the desert, the sea, and the sand to learn side by side and to stand hand in hand, the American School of Dubai. With the oryx we run, with the falcon we fly, we reach for the stars in the dark desert sky. Leave no one behind, from no venture we shine, the American School of Dubai. Our hearts strong and true as we stand for the right, learn lessons for life that inspire and delight. Our values so deep for a future so bright, the American School of Dubai.
Mr. Libredo, members of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Richards, I have reviewed the credentials for the class of 2018. I verify that the students standing before us have fulfilled all graduation requirements and therefore have earned the American School of Dubai diploma. Class of 2018, at this time, would you please turn your tassels? Board of Directors, friends, family, faculty, and administration, I present to you the graduated class of 2018. I could please ask all audience members to remain standing. Do not crowd the aisles. The class is going to process through this center aisle. Please do not go to meet your graduates. After the conclusion of the recessional, you can meet them on the other side. Thank you. Shortly after 7, the fast will be broken. There are dates in water and a reception over in the cafeteria, and many of us will be convening at the Marriott Marquis for the graduation dinner. Thank you and have a good evening.